first game in the Warriors road trip. Well, they are on top of their game right now. And guys on top of the league, the best record in both. Warriors lead. By 4. He kicks to Nene. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Laverne. Thompson with the rebound.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage.
And look at how quick he was right on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Cavaliers timeout.
Yo, AB, you still there?
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K for joining us, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight. Well, the Pacers certainly have the defensive side of the game down pat. Very strong defense for them for several seasons running. The problem, Shaq, the offense. How do they make the most of their possessions?
Well, they don't have the personnel to get out and run, so they need to be very smart, especially when they slow it down. They have to minimize turnovers.
Well, to me, they're better at threes, so they got to give themselves credit for that. But I'd like to see them spread teams out just a little bit more.
And right now, the tip-off approaches, and Kevin Harlan is standing by.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Big Daddy subbed in for Smith. On the court right now for the Pacers. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Mahinmi is out there with C.J. Miles. And it's Lawson in at the 1 spot. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. A shot's good from Daniels. Big Daddy's got his first points of the game.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Pacers trail by 10. Lawson outside. And George, here we go. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. Pass to Daniel. Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by Indiana. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
It's a pick by Love. Shot, high post, and once more he gets it. Another bucket from Daniel. And the Cavaliers lead by 12. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Lawson kicks to Mahinmi. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
Here's Big Daddy. He's guarded by Stuckey. The shot's good from Daniel.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
Great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
No good. Good work defensively by Stuckey. Now the dish to Lawson. And the lead is down inside single digits.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Here for Randall, breaking down his play since the All-Star break. First in scoring, first in three-point field goal percentage, and also his field goal percentage is up in the top 5. Tremendously efficient at finishing plays at the basket.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Here is Miles. He's defended by Randall. Stuckey into the lane, and that one's good. Cleveland leading by 8. Weber, the pass to Daniel. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to speak briefly with Coach Nate McMillan. He's very confident in their ability to win the battle in the low post, so that's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. I think we can expect them to pound the ball into the paint and let their big men go to work. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Shoots a fader. The shot misses. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Weber a screen from about 19 feet. Pacers with the rebound. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Greg, we know how important it is when you can go to your reserves without much drop-off in production. It gives you a big advantage. I know they'd love to see that again tonight.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
And Miles kicks to AC. A pass to Lawson. Weber pulls it in. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Daniel. Nails it from the high post. Big Daddy's got 14.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
I like the grade, Greg. They're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off. That's excellent discipline on display right there.
Stuckey into the lane. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's called on Channing Frye.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Pacers shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Here's Big Daddy. He's guarded by Stuckey. Here's Daniel. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Cleveland ahead, up 7. Hey, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And, you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've been very good in the low post. I'm sure they'll be looking to continue that as the game wears on.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
Daniel, he's in a point guard. Smith is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Thompson, and it's Moore in at the 2. That's the 5 for for Cleveland right now. Outside. George. Screen by Ellis. George dishes to Ellis. Can't make good off the pick.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good... look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Beyond the arc. Another shot, and Williams with the layup. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
The shot's good from Daniel.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly.
Ellis against Moore. Ellis, the pass to George. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Hey, he's guarded by Daniel. Williams, a screen on Smith. Hey. Williams kicks to Turner. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. 6 points for Miles Turner.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Look now at the 2K leaderboard to find out which small forwards have had the hottest second halves of the season from the field. You look at George, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. C.J. Miles, same can be said about him.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And, Greg, you can't post the kind of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be undisciplined at the small forward spot if you hope to be an efficient shooter.
Here's Big Daddy. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Daniel. And again, it's Cleveland.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
The drive by Ellis. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've held a 12-point lead early. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Big Daddy. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Boston.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
They set the screen. He used that pick just right. Ellis has got 4 points this quarter.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Here's Big Daddy. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Daniel. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Williams has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Kay. His 3-pointers off the mark.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Daniel. The shot is off. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And it's George missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And that's good for 3 points. A shot from Daniel. Big Daddy's got 12 now in this quarter. Kay, he's guarded by Calderon. Ellis. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Looking here at some numbers for Smith. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
A different look now for Cleveland. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Thompson. And Randall subbed in for J.R. Smith. In Indiana with the change here, too. Mahinmi's checked in for Marvin Williams. There's the pick. To the middle. Here's George. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Looking at the game for George, he has 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
Dave Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And Cleveland making a change here. Prize check. In.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics put on a show. He finished with 36 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that just to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Oh, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Offensive rebound.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Pacers trail by 8. Now here's Lawson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Misfires after coming off the pick. Here's Big Daddy. A 3-ball, and the shot is good. Big Daddy's got 37.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw good for Mahinmi. And the Cavaliers making a change. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one.
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. If tonight works out the way they hope it will and they walk out with a win, it will move them into position as the team with the 5th best record in the NBA. Almost the end of the regular season, several teams looking very good for the playoffs. Kenny, what's more valuable, having well-rested players or getting home court advantage?
Easy. If you're banged up, rest. If you're healthy, home court advantage. Easy, easy, Ernie. But the rhythm and momentum are just as important entering the postseason.
You know what, Ernie? Back in the day, everyone tried to play a full 82. Even if you had a sprain.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Hart. Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
So Cleveland will get the first position. With the sub, Kaminsky is checked in for Jefferson. On the court for the Hornets, Andrew Nicholson out there with Kaminsky. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. Lamb, good.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Big Daddy coming off a solid outing against Indiana. And the 3-ball is good.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Now here's Lamb. Tight defense on him. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to Lamb. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And he gets the bucket. 6 points for free.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or she'll give up points in a hurry.
Now here's Kidd-Gilchrist. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. To the left side wing. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Big Daddy. He has 6. The 10-footer. And again, it's Cleveland.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Lamb, good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Cavaliers timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Checking out some numbers for Irving. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's averaging... Put the ball in the bucket. He has to be your primary focus defensively.
Defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed. That's why he's the team's leading scorer.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Here's Daniel. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Feeds it to Batum. There's the pick. And a wide open look for Lynn. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
No good from the
2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And it is Wizard basketball tonight as the Washington Wizards go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. They've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight. And let us talk, guys, about DeAndre Jordan. Incredible player, but if this game comes down to the wire, we might see the hacka, and I know you have some thoughts on this, big fella. You don't even like us to call it the hacka, Shaq.
Yeah, because it didn't work. It definitely didn't work for me. So whoever they're hacking, call it them. We all know that free throws are part of the game, and it's a viable strategy. He has improved on his free throws, but he is a liability in late-game situations. But
everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. Well, for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Indiana Pacers. And they were still in that one right up to the end, guys, but lost by a couple of buckets.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of
Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Dishes to Beal. He kicks it to Oubre. Outside, Wall. Jordan the screen. Shot clock at 5. Beal gets a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Beal's got 5.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Daniel, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
Check out numbers for Smith. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Morris kicks to Beal. Score the basket is third after 5 shots.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
It's a pick by Love.
Move the ball.
Here's Big Daddy. He's covered by Beal. No good from Daniel.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Wall. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
They were just locked really in a zone from a team defense standpoint, and nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
And that was the key, Greg, communication and the teamwork. You can't play good rotating defense if you're not communicating and on the same page. They were doing all of that at a high level.
Here's Morris. The shot no good. Good D from Love. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Big Daddy. We saw him with 39 points last game out. That's good. Here is Wall. Pass to Oubre. Feeds to Beal. Shoots the 3. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Big Daddy. He seems to always find a way to rack up points, currently averaging 24 points a game. That one from long range. Big Daddy's got 7. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Jordan. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Big Daddy. First in three-point shooting. First in free throw percentage. And don't forget, top 5 in the league in points per game. He's a premier offensive threat night in and night out.
And not only is he dialing it up from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Johnson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Calderon in for Irving. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. We talked about their strategy defensively, going up against such an explosive offense. He said, well, we've done our advanced scouting. We know where it is they like to get their shots and where they're most effective. The challenge is taking that information and using it out on the court. It's a great test for our players, and I'm eager to see how they respond. It'll be fun for us to watch, Kevin.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the report, and Coach's plan here tonight. A good one, guys.
And I agree with him. I think he's determined not to let the opposing offense dictate tempo, and I think that is a good game plan.
That's the only plan, really, Greg. And Kevin, I mean, they cannot allow that offense to run wild. This game has to be played on their terms.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's the screen. Here's Daniel. They get the rebound. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got his first bucket in this one.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Morris. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
They set the pick. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Morris checked in for Smith. And a switcher also for Washington. Clark, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. Dellavedova dishes to Morris. Now, here's Oubre. D right on him. This one for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Daniel. And an exciting young backcourt in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall said that Beal is known for his appetite. Do you think John Wall? A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Smith comes in for Randall. And Big Daddy subbed in for Moore. Then for the Wizards, Markieff Morris is checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Bradley Beal comes in for Oubre, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Ian Clark. So on the floor for Washington, all out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Markieff Morris, and it's Jordan in at the 5. Morris with the screen for Wall, and the wide open shot from Morris, and that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
High post try, no good from Daniel. Wizards trail by 16. Here's Beal, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's good. You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Calderon in for Irving. And a switcher also for Washington. Paz is checked in. No good from Daniel.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Glad you are joining us today as we enter the final episodes of the NBA regular season. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. If tonight works out the way they hope it will and they walk out with a win, it will move them into position as the team with the 5th best record in the NBA. And for all those teams that have wrapped up playoff spots, Shaq, what can we expect from them strategically here at the end of the regular season?
Well, for the top team, Ernie, it becomes about securing home court advantage. You want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs. We've seen a lot of teams, Ernie, start off strong. Where are they now?
Do you want rest if you're a frontline player? If you're a guy who's playing a lot, do you need some rest before the playoffs?
You know, a lot of people answer that question, and if you played more than 8 years, yes, you need rest. If you're a young player, such as Freak, you don't need rest.
No, you may have players coming back from midseason injuries, but you need to get them back into the flow. But you got to get your playoff game face on. And you know who had the best game face playoff?
Alonzo Mourning?
No, this guy next to us. Show him.
It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For Tristan Thompson. And Big Daddy subbed in for Randall. Minnesota also making some changes. Jang, he's checked in for Towns. Thompson comes in for Kobe. And Levine subbed in for Payton. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Hollis Thompson. Jang is out there with Levine. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Johnston in at the 4 slot.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Here's Daniel. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And I really felt watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock them down.
And I really think that's what did him in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
And checking out some numbers for Andrew Wiggins. How last month turned out for him, averaging 15 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Here's Daniel, takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Big Daddy's got his second basket of the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Big Daddy's got 6. Over Cleveland, their last game, a win against Washington.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
Just 4 to shoot. He loses from 15. And again, Andrew Wiggins. He's got 7.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Big Daddy against Washington. He was really on his game. Fades back. That's short off the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Off target from outside. Cleveland leading by 8. Here's Big Daddy. He has 6. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. The drive by Thompson. There's Levine. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And Cleveland making a change here. Prize checked in, stolen by Thompson. And the layup is good. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Here's Big Daddy. He's covered by Thompson. That one finds the mark on target from Daniel.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's Levine. He's covered by Irving. Levine dishes to Thompson. Easy layup after coming off the pick. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
No good from Daniel.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's Wiggins missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
No good from Daniel.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Thompson from long range. And it's out of bounds. Pass touch by Thompson. Well, Doris, an interesting game. Moments ago, you had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. What do you have to say?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And it's Thompson again missing.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Here's Daniel. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Big Daddy's got 10 points in the game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Levine kicks to Zhang. And down to the basket, he is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to. To create that opportunity.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Calderon's checked in. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Down low. And it's blocked. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Daniel. Rebound Minnesota. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of K Sports. Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective. Well, Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries is coming back for him just a matter of great adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone? Another good look now for Cleveland. J.R. Smith's checked in for Randall. Big Daddy comes in for Ejuan Moore. And Irving subbed in for Jose Calderon. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Levine. He's out there with Howard Thompson. Towns is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Johnston in at the 4-man position. Well, a key part of any shooting guard's job is to bury the 3. For this group, that's been their M.O. since the midpoint of the season. Freak number 1. And, of course, J.R. Smith.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play 2 guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
Here's Big Daddy. 12 points for him. Good.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. The Cavaliers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Smith's got 5 points so far.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
It's stolen by Smith. Irving passes to Quinn, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot. One shot.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Levine, and it's sent back by Irving. Passes it to Daniel. Towns with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Levine can't hit.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Move the ball and stick
Here's
it to
Daniel. The shot no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their home stretch.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 2nd in rebounding, 6th in shooting percentage, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And again, you know, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean. Outstanding effort.
Here's Big Daddy. He's covered by Thompson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time.
just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
a good old-fashioned chin check right there.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Levine kicks to Thompson. Hands it from downtown. Thompson's got 11 points.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
No good from Daniel.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
No one covering.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
There's the pick.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
From about 16, and that is good. Big Daddy's got 19 points.
He's having quite the... Order here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Johnston. No good off the front iron.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
1:29 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Big Daddy. Bean with the rebound.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even...